This is our country. This is our nation. We will do what is right in this nation. One allow us to come and operate retail sector in this country. You don't in Ghana, but you will never allow them to come and operate retail sector.
But you don't have the power to enforce laws. The police should do that.
If police will not do it, we'll do it ourselves.
Let me attempt to speak to their leader. This gentleman here is the leader of this group. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Ronald.
Ronald what?
Ronald Danakwame.
You are the one who led the team today to lock the shops. No, why?
I wasn't the one who led the team today. I'm one of the executives. Okay. I'm the PRO of Ghana Electrical Dealers Association.
So you support what's happening?
100%.
Why?
Why? We are not doing anything against foreigners. We are just enforcing the laws of this country. With our civil rights. We have a civil right here. If the law enforcement refuses to enforce the law, we will use our civil rights, but what we will be cautious of, not to hurt, not to destroy, or not to damage any property. Yes. But what we are doing is just to enforce the GIPC law 856, 27, and 28.
But who gave you the power of enforcement, though?
That's what I'm saying. We are using our civil rights. We are exercising our civil rights. As a civilian, I have a civil right to do a civil arrest, don't I?
Yes, but you're not arresting. You're closing people's shops.
Why can't I have a civil opportunity to enforce the law on behalf of the law enforcement?
What proof do you have that these people whose shops you're closing are actually Nigerians or foreigners?
Don't limit it to only Nigerians.
Yeah, that's what I said, foreigners.
Yes. Every foreigner here, we know them.
How do you know them? How do you
know Ghanaian? Even if I travel and I see Ghanaian, I'll see a Ghanaian. If I see a foreigner, I'll see a Ghanaian.
But nationality is a legal thing. It's not a facial thing, yes. Is it? So you cannot just look at someone's face and conclude that they are foreigner. You cannot hear their name and conclude that they are foreigner.
No. If you talk of legal, where does our laws come from? The legislator and the executives will sign it, isn't it? Now, if they refuse to obey that law, you know what I'm saying? You have disrespected our parliament, disrespected our president, yes, and disrespected even the laws of this country.
When will you open the shops that you've closed?
We will not open it until the laws are enforced.
If they open their shops, what will you do?
We will close it again.
But if they retaliate in their attempt to...
We are not timid. We are not cowards. We are more men like they are. You know what I'm saying? But we abide by the laws of this country. That is why people see us to be timid.
Very well.
There are so many Ghanaian products that are they are being rotten at the Nigerian ports. We send our senior men there just for them to come and hear that they have increased the closure of the border to January. Okay. Very well. They are enforcing their laws. Why can't we enforce our laws?
So that's a summary of what the position being held by the Ghanaian traders. There's a gentleman who is carrying padlocks. He's almost like the padlock carrier who has been going with the team the whole day today, and they've been locking, and they've locked so many shops, close to 60 shops. Now the shops are owned by foreigners.
All right, my people, everywhere go. This is Ghana. This is what Ghana and not South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghanaian citizens are enforcing the law to work. Okay. The GIPC law of Ghana to work. Okay. Which protects the citizens' rights and also foreigner rights in what? Trading or businesses. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and you heard them said, yes, we are enforcing the law. If the law enforcement refuses to enforce the law, the citizens have the civil right to enforce that law. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ghana. This is Ghana closing shops of foreigners. Okay. Closing electrical shops of foreigners who are not following the rules, the regulations, the laws of the land. Okay. These are no law enforcement. They are ordinary citizens like you and I. So now, how do you people call this? If it was to be South Africa, we will have huge name, Afrophobic, xenophobic, and whatever for them. But now, here it is Ghana. The ordinary citizens, their rights, they are exercising their rights and closing shops. That belongs to foreigners. Ladies and gentlemen, let us not be hypocrites. Let us not be hypocrites in this African continent. South Africans are exercising their rights. We said they should arrest them. They said they should crucify them. Now, Ghana is exercising the same rights in their own country. Not that I am not in support. I am 100% fully support the next president that they should even close and close more. Yes. Because you cannot come to people's country and abuse them, call them lazy, and also take their jobs. But if it is not good for South Africa, then it is not also good for Ghanaians. Ladies and gentlemen, I said, if we are accusing South Africa of the same thing, then it is not good for Ghanaians. But if it is right for South Africa, it's also right for Ghanaians. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not feeling that well. I've been summoned to court. So yes, the young president is hot. Anyway, I go by the name the young president, and I still remain your number one favorite president all over the world. Still, power to the ringers. One them.
This is how I discovered my fiancé was cheating on me with my driver. I was coming back from site that day. I own a company, Justin Group. So at Justin Group, we do construction, that is Justin Homes. We do interiors, like Justin Fittings. We do cleaning, that's Justin Shine. So these are one of the things we do in our company. So that day I came back and from site. I caught them. So what broke me in this thing is I asked why. She said, you are too busy. So what do you mean I'm too busy? So you're always traveling from this state, one state to another. You're in the east today, you're in the west tomorrow, and you're not traveling up and down. Her ex is somebody she's always with. That they are always at home 24/7. They are always together. I'm not always there. That should cut down on my dreams. I don't give her attention. So this actually started, I think, when I went to China. That's when they started doing what they are doing. When I went to China, I think I spent 1 month in China. Yes, when I went to buy, do my own doors. I went to produce my own doors, my own shower, my own fittings to grow my company. That's when this started. What is baffling me is that there's no remorse from this person. I don't have her time. What do I expect her to do? That she can't.
All right. This is the Nyash News. A content creator and also a comedian, Mazi from Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, has cried out like a baby on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason being that Mazi came back from work, happily came back from work, enter their room only to saw that his own driver is on top of the wife. Easy, giving the wife doggy. Ladies and gentlemen, on this doggy as he enter, even for them to respect Mazi and quits. No. The driver now was now dangling the waist. You could hear it from the outside. Ta 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 ta. And the Mazi wife also was enjoying and was saying, give it to me, baby, give it to me, baby. Your own is harder than even my husband. Ladies and gentlemen, Mazi now enter bathroom, shower, came back, and still the driver was on top of this Mazi wife. Doggy. Ladies and gentlemen, now Mazi sat down and he was watching as blue film. As they were done, now Mazi foolishly asked the woman, oh honey, Lola, but why? In tears, so, but why? Now the wife, you know Nigerian women, now also food their body. He said, get out there. Always you are busy. You are in the north. Tomorrow you are in the east. Tomorrow you are in the south. For me, when I was with my ex, we always there together. Everywhere in the knock me. Everywhere, even in the bathroom, in the knock me, in the court, in the knock me, in the kitchen, in the knock me, in the parlor, in the knock me. On top of that, in Bola, big, pass your own not too small. Ladies and gentlemen, Nahi Mazi burst in tears, begin to cry like a baby. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm speaking with you now, Mazi is trying to run mad. Ladies and gentlemen, and yes, he deserves to run mad because a woman, she picked from level 200 till she graduates. The money, the amount involved, ladies and gentlemen, and on top of that, after the lady graduated, Mazi foolishly opened a business, a shop for the same girl. On top of the Mazi foolishnessly and ideality, Mazi has bought a house, a mansion for this lady and the family. Ladies and gentlemen, if now you no go run mad, ladies and gentlemen, you no go better for Mazi wife. You no go better for this lady. You no go better for Nigerian women. And nothing anybody can tell me. If you want to marry a Nigerian woman, I beg, change your mind. If you want to marry Nigerian woman, I say what? Change your mind now. Because Nigerian women are actually ungrateful people. Check and balance. When their husbands even pick them to UK, immediately they will fight and leave them. That's Nigeria for you. Everything is business. Now, Mazi is now crying. And Mazi is calling the next president to any smarter he go call me. I won't buy myself. Now I'm telling you, go and buy yourself. You are an idiot. As power invested in me as next president, Mazi has been ruled out from the Men Association. Yes, one them. Anyway, I go by the name the next president, and I still remain your number one favorite president all over the world. Still, you say power to the Rangers. One them. Oh, Mazi. Oh, Mazi. If you did AdSense.
So today I came to the embassy, the South African embassy, to get an affidavit for my license. I'm doing a license conversion to change this license into a Japanese license. When I first started this process, I was told by the Japanese center that I can't proceed to write, mainly because my name is abbreviated on my license. So I should get an affidavit to basically confirm that this is my license. I came to the embassy today, and Lord, the amount of xenophobic experience I just experienced right now at the embassy. Fine, I'm a Zimbabwean staying in Japan. Before I came to Japan, I was staying in South Africa. I was studying in South Africa. And during the period, that's when I obtained my license. I came to this embassy and I gave them the documents. When I arrived here, I was assisted by a Japanese lady who then took my documents and went to the back, and she came back with a South African lady who then asked me, do you have any proof to state that you were in South Africa during the duration that you obtained the license? I told her that I was studying. I took out my passport to show her my visa. She didn't take it. I was like, what do you want? I can show you proof that I was in South Africa during that time. I've got bank statements, I've got everything. And my stay in South Africa was legal before I came to Japan. That is how I even was able to apply for my Japan visa to come here. I went to the Pretoria Japan embassy or consulate in Pretoria. You can't apply for Japan visa in South Africa if your status is not legal. So I told her all this. Mind you, I was calm. Before the tone from that lady just showed me what to know. The moment she saw my passport that it's Zimbabwean, she didn't want to tolerate it. She's like, right now the traffic department told us that we shouldn't certify these people who come with licenses that are obtained in South Africa. And she went as far as to ask me, how did I obtain my license? And I told her that in South Africa, anyway, actually, if you're a foreigner, if you want to obtain a license in a foreign country, you need to be there legal, which is how I obtained it. She asked me the center that I obtained my license. I told her Rosebeck Center in Durban. And she still insisted that this is a fake license. Even after I gave her the document, she didn't want to look at it. And she was like, no, right now there was a few Pakistanis that came last week and I couldn't certify it because we were told by the traffic department not to do it. How? How can you conclude that foreigners in a certain country can't apply for a license when they are there illegally? And how can you conclude that it's illegal? I'm in Japan right now. If I wanted to apply for a Japanese driver's license from the beginning, the step, without converting this one, I can apply for it because I'm here legally. But she concluded that, no, I am a foreigner. I was in South Africa, so I got this illegally. I'm not saying that there are no people who get their license illegally, but I gave it to her. She could literally call the department and confirm, but she didn't want to do that. Right now, the time is literally 11 a.m. When did she call the department to confirm this? For her to conclude, no, my license is fake. This is giving a xenophobic type, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. I was angry. Like, I just walked out of there with so much anger. I literally started crying just because I was filled with so much anger. How can a fellow African conclude? Because I'm sure if it was a white person who came with a license to convert, she wouldn't have said this just because I have a foreign identification. This is disgusting.